All right. To-do lists. They don't work. The concept's great. You have this to-do list and you rattle through it. What happens? You sit down at your desk, inbox, distracted. You never hit that to-do list, do you? You just keep carrying forward. And at some point, you'll review your to-do list, cross off the bits you happen to have done, and write a new to-do list. Very unfunctional. What I've found, and this is quite annoying because I'm 45 and I only just figured this out, what's far more effective is the use of the calendar. So Google Calendar, it's on your phone, it can be on your desktop, on a tab. The stuff you need to do and when by. So for tomorrow, I'll have each hour a task that needs to be done in that hour for the following bits of work that need to be done. And stuff that doesn't need to be done that would otherwise be on the to-do list is further in the calendar. So then what I'm left with is no to-do list. It's all in the calendar. And then what I then have is a notes area, because there's some stuff that I just want in the back. I'm sure you do too. Stuff, if you have time, you'll read around, like, the weekend or stuck in a traffic jam or on a train journey. You'll read around subjects that you put on a notes area. So I use Google Keep. I used to use Evernote, but they started adding too many ways to get into it because you want your notes function. You just want to click it and write your note. With Evernote, they made a disastrous call there's all sorts of blogs. Do you want to go premium? Do you want to, they make it too complicated, and they've killed it. So now I'm back to Google Keep, I think it's called, for my just stuff I want to have in there. Notes, basically. Instead of the old-fashioned book style notes, which is fine too if you're good at that paper-based notes area. So that, combined with your calendar, replaces the to-do list that simply fails. Take all your to-do list items and put them in your diary. You'll suddenly find that some will just magically go into your Google Keep, and some will go into your diary. Now, what I tend to do, for example, I've got today, it's the beginning of a month, and I want to do last month's accounts. Now, I've got more pressing items, so I'll have at 3 p.m. Do accounts for between 3 and 4. Now, let's say something happens, a more pressing item. I simply drag it to tomorrow. And what that does, rather than the to-do list where it just lives on into infinity, tomorrow it's in my calendar for 3 to 4. And if nothing more pressing comes up, it will be done. I can't believe how dysfunctional a to-do list is, because in principle, it sounds brilliant. You get in, you do your to-do list, and you go home. I've found the calendar to be far better. And it's small things. I even write in, I want to check the Hydrosoft salt in the water softener. So I even put that in, even the smallest things. And it's quite, when I get in each day, I look at what I should have achieved yesterday. And it's brilliant when you leave stuff in your calendar that you achieved. And you've got your current set of tasks to do for today. And what I like to do is I look back at yesterday, and let's say it's a monthly thing or a weekly thing, where I drag it to the next day. So let's say you want to check the oil level on your vehicle. I drag it a month forward. Let's say every Saturday now for the summer you want to cut the grass. Right, so your 9 a.m. Cut grass for 2 hours, dragged forward to the next Saturday after achieving it on the current Saturday. So I feel it keeps things far more present, and it's a nice little task to do. when you get in, first thing you do is call up your calendar, because that's what's in it. On a to-do list, you can't add meetings, you can't add pickups, like, you know, you can't add like shopping. I add the smallest tasks to my calendar so that I have a feeling of achievement. Anything and everything I think of for today is in there, you know, from getting milk to checking oil, checking water, you know, just the most mundane tasks. They all go in that calendar, because that positive feedback loop is so essential to the feeling of getting things done. All right, get rid of that to-do list, because well, probably like me, you have a bit of paper on your desk with that list, and it's just an epic fail every time. I hope that's useful. On to the next. Cheers.